can share like as much as you want or as little as you want. So to start, give me your name, your grade, and your connection/background to music.
My name is Michael Ouyang. I'm a first year.
I'm Ariana Hosabal. I'm a freshman.
Yvonne Jia, freshman, first year.
I'm Henry Gabriel. I'm a freshman.
My name is Charlie Alcott. I'm a freshman.
So my name is Mac. I'm a freshman.
And my mom always grew up singing in her household, so she would always be playing the radio or like her CDs when we were growing up. So me and my sister and my mom would always be singing together. So I definitely, all three of us value music a lot in the house.
I mean, when I was little, like Asian parents, they made you do all these things. So I did piano till I was 13, cello till I was 15. Quit because I didn't like them very much, but I feel like I'm more into or engaged with music more than at least the common crowd.
As far as my connection to music, honestly, historically, I haven't had much of a connection. I would say like recently I've kind of developed like more of an ability to like appreciate it. Like I've always been very much of an art guy, like painting and like recently and reading specifically, but like recently like all kinds of art. So like I've started to appreciate music more like in that way.
I feel like I listen to music like the average or like a little bit more than average like amount that people do.
Music. There's a big background for me in music. My mum is a music professor. Every single member of my family plays at least 2 musical instruments. I grew up in a house full of music. Like, there never was a time that the piano wasn't playing, literally, genuinely, because my mum would have students home. So I'd hear the piano playing 24/7.
Like, when you turn on music, it, like, everyone's on the same wavelength because everyone's listening to the same music. And so I find that, like, in social gatherings, I always appreciate how music can bring everyone together.
So what genres and artists do you listen to most?
This is the problem. I literally listen to everything. Everything.
I listen to Michael Jackson, Billy Joel, and Frank Sinatra the most.
So my favorite artists are Taylor Swift, Hozier. I really like Lorde as well.
I listen to, like, rap, hip-hop, but then I also listen to, I guess pop.
I'm curious, like, what sort of emotions do you associate with music?
I think like for me, high highs. I've never been one for like sad music.
Yeah, when I'm in certain moods, sometimes I think music can really put you in like a certain mood or a trance that can really dictate how you want to feel for the rest of that day.
That's a good question. I mean, I think it like totally depends on like the moment, the song, and like whatever's going on in my life at the time. Like, I wouldn't say there's one emotion I associate with music like as a whole. I mean, most of the time when I'm listening to music, it's like a happy thing.
Yeah.
So that's probably like my like lean. But like it totally depends on like whatever's going on.
I guess, like, happiness with music, but then also sometimes sadness, depending on, like, what genre. Like, sometimes, Rex Orange County?
Yes.
I'll listen to him, and it'll be, like, sad, like, in my feels.
Yeah.
But I like that sometimes, like, walking around listening to that. And then also, like, at the gym, usually I'm listening to, like, pump up and, like, get hype music. So those emotions.
All of them. I feel like specific songs have different memories attached to them. Especially like playlists or something that if I make it like, I'll remember like which month I made it and what I was feeling, and I'll title it like like that whatever feeling it is. I know it's everything. It feels everything.
Happiness.
Happiness.
Happiness and sadness.
Has music ever caused you pain?
Ooh, good question. I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever directly caused me pain.
Like, again, I think when I listen to those, like, kind of saddish genres, like Rex, when I'm sad, it's like, painful, but it's kind of like a good pain. Like, it's like, I want that pain.
Always sorry. Always sorry. There's always music, because it has such an important part of my life. I attach a lot of emotions and a lot of moments to it.
Yeah, all the time. I think, especially if you're going through, like, sophomore year, I went through a phase where I just, like, straight up just listened to, like, sad music the entire time. And, I think it definitely does affect my mood, because when you surround yourself constantly with just, like, sad, negative energy, it's going to bring you down as well.
Yeah.
I try to limit myself now, but yeah, it still happens.
That's a good question. I don't think so. I think music can help me embrace the sadness if I know I have to embrace my emotions. But I don't think music has ever been a detriment to me.
I don't think so. No.
No. Do you think music can be weaponized?
Yeah, I think it can be weaponized.
I think if you, like in theory, like sure you could, but I think that's like very very difficult.
Probably.
Yeah. It's okay if you don't have an answer. It's a hard question.
I guess I'd have to think about it more, but I guess like just because it's so like its reach is so like deep, it could definitely like influence culture if it chose, or like depending on the direction it took.
I think music can be weaponized. Like how so? Just like in any way? I guess theoretically it could be weaponized because I don't know, it could be associated with like a movement, or you could make a song about like some political movement that's like, whether it's good or bad, it's still weaponizing it, I guess. If
Oh, 100%. 100%. I think music leads revolutions. I think without music, I know for a fact that music has led revolutions like the Portuguese Revolution. With music, you can motivate a whole country.
In extreme situations, I think anything can be weaponized. Anything can be turned into something that's like can be harmful to other people. I think the cool thing about music is that it can be interpreted in so many different ways. So to one person, it can be like this beautiful song. To the other person, it can be this like, it can be weaponized towards them. I've never really thought about that before. I suppose, yeah, I could, yeah, definitely.
It's weird because it's like such a subjective thing like for the experiencer. Like I think it'd be really hard to like make a song to intentionally hurt someone just because like you don't really know like how they're gonna perceive it.
Okay, so those are all the questions I have for you. But I just wanted to do a little activity. So, are you comfortable with putting both of these on? Okay. So I'll hand these to you. Before you put them on, I'm just gonna play like a few songs, and then once you hear silence for about like 5 to 10 seconds, then you can take those off. Oh, does that sound good? Perfect. Okay. Do you have any questions before we start?
No.
Okay. Cool. Okay, you can take a